You guys don't hop on to watch us. We're just some fucking guys. You're here to see us talk to some amazing people, and so actually we want to get our first amazing person up here. So I would
Jesus, he's in the house. We brought him, actually. Wait,
better.
Better than Jesus.
Yeah, we got Noah fucking Lugeons.
That is better than Jesus.
Can we get Noah Lugeons up on the stage? Actually, let's get him right over here.
No idea.
All right, very cool. And because we don't have a mic, I'm going to hand you mine, and you're going to have to suffer with Jamie while I get something figured out.
I have better hair than Jesus.
Yes, you do, sir.
He's got the beard going, but I got the hair.
Right. We
Yeah.
want to get you in frame, so we're going to scoot you right over here.
All right, we can do that.
Now
I said I wasn't going to have to sit this close to you, bro. That was a condition.
Only one of us stinks.
They're atheists. They lie. No morals, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, here's a...
Bear all the false witness we want.
All right, actually, the atheist hotness quotient. Who had that question? Oh, come on, stand up. You! Come on up. I'm singling you out. Shame on you.
But also, swag.
Thank you.
Well, if I had to guess who asked that question,
For a second, I thought you were going to be like, oh, your hotness quotient. Ask it again to Noah. And I was like, we want to eventually be friends with Noah. Don't do this.
Yeah, no. All right, so, Noah Lugeons.
if that is indeed my real name.
Allegedly.
We're super, super happy to have you here. Noah Lugeons is from the Scathing Atheist.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
God-awful movies. Oh, come on, the Skeptocrat.
That's it. Yeah.
Citation
One more.
needed.
There we go.
Citation needed. I
Sorry.
was waiting for you to jump in. You always jump in on me, and this is the time you don't jump in. I hate you.
I know. I'm the list
Take
guy.
the hat
I
off.
list the things.
Take the hat.
You can.
I'm not comfortable in between you guys anymore. I got to be honest with you. I'm going to back up a little bit. Oh, I can't back up. Shit.
Oh, actually, a little closer. All right. So. Noah.
Yes, sir.
What's your
We
limit
are-
on personal space?
We're a brand new show, and we kind of wanted to ask a couple of successful people how the fuck it's done.
Yeah, we want to be like as successful as you, but like more. How do we
Okay,
do
no, I
that?
get that.
will
For that,
rob
we're
you
going to have to
like
talk
dead
to Cecil. He's around here somewhere.
So how did you get into this?
So the way I kind of got into it in the first place was I was on a subway, and this was in New York City, and I was watching a Hasidic family. The dad, you got to look at something while you're on the subway. And the dad in this family, it's a father, a son, and a daughter. Mm-hmm. And the dad is ripping into the daughter because she read a book. That's it. That's the whole thing. Because in the Hasidic community, there are books that are for girls, but most books are just for boys. And I remember standing there in the subway, watching this happen, and just shaking. I was so pissed. And then I thought, damn it, am I a Nazi? I don't think I'm a Nazi, but they're Jewish. I might be a Nazi. And I wasn't comfortable with that at all. So I started looking that up. I started looking more into the Hasidic community. I started reading things about people who had left that community. Mm-hmm. And, the various things that, gave them strength and gave them the ability to leave. And a lot of them said, it was just seeing people in the secular world that were sympathetic. And I thought, if there's anything at all I can do for that girl, now that I'm, never going to see her again, this is it. Getting involved in the atheist community and teaching and helping to teach people who are trapped in religious communities that there is an alternative to that.
Damn straight. All right. So
Thank you.
Scathing Atheist and God-awful movies, the shows that are the shows that you designed to show sympathy to the organizations here? I mean, you're very successful, but it may be for a completely different reason than you think.
Well, see, now the thing is that at that time there were quite a few. Now, this is a little over 5 years ago. There were quite a few atheist podcasts back then, but of course, by that standard, the standard we had back then, quite a few atheist podcasts was like 11. But most of what was, there's like 500 now, but most of what was out there were outreach shows, which I thought was, it's great that we had those. It's great that we had shows that were
outreach shows like what?
Like Atheist Experience, for example, one of my favorites. Also,
What's that?
Thinking Atheist was out there doing his thing.
That's right. I hear Seth is here.
Is he really? He's got to be somewhere around here. This is his state, damn it.
I would not be here if I was. I wouldn't be here with right now.
Well, you wouldn't live in Oklahoma either, but there's that. I got to say, I got to thank American Atheist. I finally got a chance to cross Oklahoma City off my bucket list. So it's getting shorter and shorter. Got to see the Banjo Museum. No newfangled banjos. No, I'm talking old school goat skin over gourds banjos, man.
What's amazing is I don't know whether you're joking.
I am. It's best to assume I'm always joking.
So, is there a banjo museum?
Yes, it's just down the street. It's actually a pretty awesome. That's a pretty awesome place.
I still can't tell.
All
All
right.
right. I heard it from
See, look at
someone
that.
in a
That's some
crowd of
Oklahoma
500.
pride.
It must be true.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, that works for religion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atheism is a religion, right? That's what they're always telling me.
So we've gotten some really interesting kind of feedback that I never really thought we would get, that I really didn't know would come with starting a show. We've gotten some amazing Photoshops in.
We got fan art.
we've
relatively-
got-
that's not the Photoshops I was expecting them to tell me about.
I'll show you after the show. They're the kind you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. All right.
But we've gotten people that send in messages from South Africa, from Australia, from Europe, from every continent, saying thank you. And I don't how did you how do you live in that place? It's just amazing being here. I mean, I don't know how do you even live up to that?
That's tricky. Like there are expectations that wind up on you after you've done this for a while. I was talking about this with somebody just a few minutes ago that, like, after the 2016 election, for example. If you're not familiar with the Scathing Atheist, I start every show with what we call the diatribe. It's a monologue where I rage against something that's pissing me off. And of course, after the election, the subject sort of wrote itself. The problem is, we record on Wednesdays. We have elections on Tuesdays. So I had already written the entire episode with the thought that Hillary Clinton was going to be the president. I had a Hillary as president. We've got a woman president, diatribe, all written out. And then I sat there on Tuesday night, like we all did, with my jaw on the floor. And
Crying.
Right, exactly. Looking at the red, white, and blue cupcakes that my wife had made that we were never going to get around to eating at that point. We were so ready to celebrate. And after, an hour or so of just sitting there trying to breathe, I realized that there were quite a few people that were going to be expecting me to come out on Thursday and express their outrage for them. And that is the tallest order I've ever had to fill.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of those moments where I was like, wow, why did I get into this? There is no way I can live up to that expectation. So I think, a lot of it, like you say, when you hear from somebody from, say somebody from Arkansas that says, look, I was depressed, I was, nearly suicidal because of because my parents told me that there was something wrong with me because I didn't believe right. And, your show really helped me. Your show helped me through one of the toughest parts of my life. And of course, your immediate response is to go I just make dick jokes. I mean, right. I'm not helping anyone with anything, but it really is out there. And of course, for a person like myself that grew up as an atheist in South Georgia, it's easy to sympathize with the people who think that they're alone. The internet gives us an ability that we didn't have when I was a kid to sort of reach out to the worldwide community. And, there are people for whom that is their only path to sanity. That's the only time they get to take a visit to reality is when they engage with atheist content. So, all I can say is the longer you do it, the harder that pressure gets.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
No, that's great.
It's
That's
just
great.
worse. It's downhill from here.
Well,
So quit now?
You know, it's funny. We got here and we met somebody right away who was like, "Talk Heathen!" And we're like, "Yes!" And then we walked in and nobody recognized us. Like we started way too high.
Yeah.
You know? Like way too high. And then we went into the bar and there were a couple YouTubers and they were all just like, "Hey, Talk Heathen!" We're like, "Yes!" And then people were like, "You guys shut up," and you guys just walk. I was like, "Oh, fuck." So it's this kind of weird place to be, but we're hoping we can. It's
On top of
terrifying.
that, does it ever become normal to meet someone who already knows your name?
Your name, yes. Your pet's names, no. Oh. Right? So, like, that's one of the weirdest things is, of course, because we live in sort of the internet universe, we're actually in a position because of sort of the meritocracy and entertainment where everyone can kind of have their own celebrities. And it feels really weird to be a celebrity to someone when, of course, you're not a celebrity to 99.99999% of the people in the world.
No.
But you end up on both sides of it, right? So, like, I'm just, you know, I'll meet a fan of the show and I'll just be sitting there going, like, boy, this feels really weird, man. I'm kind of uncomfortable with this and blah, blah, blah. And then I'll turn right around and I'll go, oh my God, Tracy Harris, I'm so excited. You know, so you end up on both ends of that quite often. It's really cool.
That definitely, I fangirled when I met you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, you did. You did. It was very embarrassing.
You know what? I'm gonna own it. It happens. It was worse with Cecil. He's coming up next.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. No, you know, it's funny. I actually, for the first time ever, I admitted to Cecil because I had listened to Cecil's show for a couple of years before we started ours, and he was very much Cognitive Dissonance was the show that helped us get started when we were a new show and had like 13 listeners. They had us on. They helped us out a ton.
Yeah.
Awesome, much appreciated.
We also have a show like that.
Yeah, exactly. But I actually admitted to Cecil for the first time just yesterday that I fangirled like crazy when I first met him. I just kept it all on the inside.
Just yep.
Cecil, not Tom. I mean, Tom was, you know, whatever.
Who?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
It's like, who's Jamie, right? No, sorry. Okay. Good, he took the hat. Good. Oh, fuck. All right.
There it is. Better hair and a better hat than Jesus.
Have lice.
Oh.
I'm a skeptic.
Well, I do want to thank you for coming up, and I do want to thank you for gracing our stage. I really, really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks.
You take care, brother.
You too. I'm going to go out underneath. No, okay, all right,
everybody.
great. Thank you so much.
Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Come on! Woo! Yeah! Oh, that's better.